Hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Oh my God, I have so much energy in myself, ladies and gentlemen. I can't even express it. You guys see me outside, back outdoors. A little ode to last season's quick takes. This is kind of, where we left off last season with the Super Bowl. We did our picks outside. We did our quick takes season finale for season two. If you haven't watched season two, go back and watch it, please. But yeah, just had to do a quick ode. What a, I mean, interesting game to say the very least. Kickoff was cool. First half, I mean, you start the game off with Jalen Carter on the spit gate, and then it keeps on going, and then you kind of move on to the stop and start with the rain, and then there were just so many other variables for yesterday's game. But I feel a little bit of vindication. Why? Because your boy did tell you that hey, this trade is not as bad as it is made out to be looked. Jerry Jones is a smart businessman, and for a reason, he has the most um, expensive or most valued franchise in all of sports. The only thing they are missing is the rings, and it is not that he has not done his part. Who has he not paid so far? What talent has he not drafted? What talent has he not brought in free agency? Coaching decision wise, I mean, Mike McCarthy was a Super Bowl champion. It wasn't something to be just laughed at. Jason Garrett, that's where you could kind of question a lot of the stuff from beforehand. Ego did probably play a part in that as well. Not that Jason Garrett's a bad coach. I just don't know if he was right. He was the right coach for the Dallas Cowboys. And the amount of time that he lasted, probably he should not have. But yeah, Shoddy, I think he did a great job for week one, especially after Micah or losing Micah. Defense, I think, came out pretty well. They're going to gel a lot more. Dewan Bland called out his name too. He did well in that game. Trayvon Diggs, solid against the wide receivers. But let me, chill down on the post game a little bit more and dive into the game happening at hand. And I'm so excited. I got to stand up for this one. Do a quick little just to get it out of the system. I just needed that energy out of the system because we are returning to Brazil. And this time around, it's not as fun. Last time it was Eagles and the Packers. This time it's our division rivals, the Chiefs and the Chargers. Hate already started yesterday with the Chargers, but you see me smiling. You see this beautiful sunlight. I'm in nature, breathing it in, man. It's a brand new season. Your negativity is not going to affect me. Yes, I do not have people that support me. They will come through later on in life. I am very early in my life to worry about that type of situation. I'm still just doing this as a hobby. If I were to actually be serious and invest all of my might into it, I could do it. But at the same time, I feel like that wouldn't be as authentic as just me kind of being me and just letting myself out a little bit and sharing it with you guys. And talk about sharing, go like, share, comment, subscribe. All these haters, they want to keep saying, hey, you don't have no followers, making these videos for nobody. Da, da, da. I'm making these videos for me. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. If you want to watch it, thank you. Took you long enough to tune in, but I hope we have a great time going forward. Just yeah, those quick little 2 cents for the haters. And we move on. The Chargers talk about their fan base. One of their more prominent fan bases. But we move on. But yeah, just like the soft fan bases, I just don't think the Chargers have the grit to pull out of a tough game, of a close game. Just because you got a head coach doesn't mean the players actually playing show any different. They will be coached better, they'll be fundamentally better, but inside the grit that they have, I mean, he will bring some more grittier players. You see the turn that is happening. but I still don't see them kind of making that turn just about yet. They did lose a very, very important piece in Rashawn Slater one more time, again, just after he got paid. So that would be a very interesting watch. I think he's going to be slotted into the right side by next year, if not within the next 2 years. Third season into that 4-year contract, they will move on from him. He has just been too injury prone. It is what it is. With that though, Joe Alt does get moved to the left side. I think he's gonna go on to be one of the better left tackles of all time. I really pray for you to have a Joe Thomas like career. Keep on going to all your All Pros, but do not get to the playoffs. Yeah, it's really that simple for him. And I do believe he has those abilities, the size, and everything that is needed to be an All Pro type of tackle. And he might go on to go do that. I just don't hope, playoff success and Super Bowls come along with it. Sorry, not sorry. Talk about the offensive line. Now let's move on to the defensive side. They did lose Joey Bosa. Why do I bring that up? Yes, he's another injury prone on the other side of the ball, but he's a pass rusher. The reason why Micah Parsons' trade gets overblown out of proportion, it's partly because a pass rusher is a premium position, and you kind of just, everybody else feels like he just got let go of the wayside, but they did have to pay a whole salary for that as well, so that does count in the first round picks, but people don't want to mention that. Moving on, yeah, their secondary still question marks. Yes, they added Dante Jackson, but he is 5'10", still a miniature cornerback in a division with decently tall wide receivers. Other than that, their secondary, other than Jerwin James, like who is really there, that's a standout. Cam Hart, a young corner, I do like, but just got to see how they develop as a unit. Now, let me just move on to the other side of why I think the Chiefs just edge out in this one, similar to the one game of last night. Eagles just edged out a little bit, 24-20, and I feel like it's going to be a similar type of game, 24-21. Win on a field goal. I could see that happening. They did have very, very close matches last year, but they are also 0-5 in the last 5 matchups. So got to give it to the Chiefs anyway, right? Plus, you got to add into the momentum of they have some good vibes going on with Travis and his engagement. And then you move on to the fact that they did just lose a Super Bowl. You saw the intensity that Chris Jones was practicing with, George Karlaftis with in the offseason. They have not lost their fire. They have not lost their hunger. And they're going to want to come out and show that, especially in the division, that they are not leaving the stranglehold of the division, because when you start off with winning your division, it's higher than likely chance that you are gonna at least get into the playoffs and have a chance to go do some stuff. We'll see what happens this year around. But for now, I do think they still have that cohesion as a unit, and even as a coaching tree as well. Matt Nagy did not get any offensive coordinators or head coaching gigs. I thank you. I needed that, because what is up with every single NFL team not even like interviewing Steve Spagnuolo for winning Super Bowl after Super Bowl after Super Bowl after Super Bowl? It just does not make any sense. Yeah, so having those coaches still there, having, essentially the same unit. Derek Nottie had left. They went and brought him back. Jerry Tillery already has history with the Raiders and the Chargers. He's already when he played against the Chargers with the Raiders, he already had some beef. Let's see if that resurfaces again. Yeah, and Trent McDuffie's still playing for that contract. They have a lot of pieces that need to be looked at, but at the same time can be trusted over Chargers, who are still building. It's still the second year of this step, while Chiefs are already a formidable unit that just kind of moves some pieces here and there. I do believe, yes, it is going to be a close one once again, similar to the game of yesterday. It being outdoors, Dicker the kicker, also a phenomenal kicker, but Harrison Butker outside. Just got to trust that guy a little bit more. Done it in the Super Bowl, done it everywhere, does it with the climate up in Kansas City. So got to trust my guy out in Sao Paulo. I do believe this one is as well. I could be wrong, but it is down in Brazil. It's going to be a great one. I hope you guys tune in to the next episode, episode 1C, the Sunday edition, coming out very shortly. Till then, enjoy the game. All love.